Ooh, hey. Alright. I know most people don't really follow my content, so you probably don't know in the first place, but um my last videos I made, I don't remember what the topics were, but I was recording myself playing um Lego City Undercover. And yeah, the audio was pretty crappy. I had my phone off on the side. So I figured what I'll do this time is it's right in front of me. I have it set up right in front of me, and I'm just recording my TV. And yeah, hopefully this sounds better. So anyhow, as you saw from the title, this is another catching up on the Morgan Journal. Um, I guess in fairness, this time it's not as bad as it usually is. So usually when I'm catching up on the Morgan Journal, um, I don't know how I feel about this. I like having this path. I don't really want to bridge over it. But anyhow, usually it's because I'm way behind and I'm just trying to catch up. Technically, yes, I'm behind. That's why I'm doing this. But I have been active on my Morgan Journal. It's just I must talk way too much or give way too much detail because every day that I try to do takes way too many days. I mean, videos to make. Like, it's like, say I'm talking about a Saturday. And it's like 8 videos just to do one day, and that doesn't sound bad, but it's 1 minute each. But then there's all the upload time. I gotta put a title in, and I don't really do too much as far as editing goes on Rizzle, but there still is very minor editing I gotta do, and before you know it, that's half an hour just to make some stupid 1 minute long videos. So then it ends up getting to a point where I'm kind of falling behind because now I just took 45 minutes to do one day, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. So then it just becomes easier to come here. So, anyways, my plan is I'm going to go backwards. I'm going to start with the most recent days and just work my way back. Today is Monday, November, 15? Where's my calendar? Yeah, the 15th. So, we're going to go backwards. So this past weekend, the 13th and 14th, I actually had her. I shouldn't have. This wasn't my weekend, but what happened is my job, we're working on Sunday the 21st, so that way then we can be off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for Thanksgiving. Normally Wednesday would be a half day anyway, so I kind of feel like we're getting ripped off. Like we're working a full day Sunday, so we could have a full day off on Wednesday, but normally it would be a half day, so it's just swapping, where before we would have had all of Sunday off plus the half day Wednesday. So it kind of sucks. I get it on the surface, it sounds better, but it's not. And I mean, the kids still have half days, so I'm gonna have to still handle that. So Wednesday's just a bust for me, but whatever, I guess. Anyhow, so yeah, so next weekend, which is that weekend, the 2021st, I'm supposed to have her, but because we're working, obviously I can't be with her. But conveniently, what happened is her mom. Whoops, I'm doing this wrong. Her mom also has tickets to go to the Polar Express that weekend, so it kind of worked out. Like I'm missing out on my time, but even if we weren't working, I would have been missing out because she can't be with me, so they can go away. And from what I understand, they have to leave pretty early too. So like I have to, I no matter what have to bring her back Saturday night. So, but anyhow, so this weekend basically was my makeup time. So what happened is Saturday I didn't really have her. I mean, she was with me. I did have her, but she was with her mom basically all day. And then what happened is after they went to the new Clifford movie, and they went later because my daughter's mother's husband, so I guess her stepdad. I don't know. I don't like admitting that crap, saying stepdad and all this, because she's my kid. And I went through a lot to get what I have with her, and I don't want to be casually throwing around the dad title with anybody else. But I mean, I guess now that they're married, that technically he is her stepdad now, for real. I say it like that because before, her mom used to always try to push, like, dad, call him dad, even though good thing my daughter never wanted to. She's like, I have a dad, he's James. And I was always like, yeah, you tell her, because if I say it, she'll flip out like I'm a jerk. But if you say it, well, that's what you feel, so. Not like she wouldn't flip out at her, but still, it's just different coming from the kid versus me. But anyhow, yeah, but before they were just dating, so I was like, I don't like that she tries to push that nonsense. He's not dead. You guys could break up at any time, and then he's nothing. But now, like I was saying, I guess it is a little more real since they're married, you know. Yeah, they can still get a divorce, but it's a little bit harder than just breaking up with somebody. So anyhow, his job sucks. He works 6 days a week he leaves at 5 in the morning, like right on the dot, 5 in the morning. And he doesn't get home until about 4:45, 5 o'clock at night. And to top it off, as if his hours didn't suck enough, he also works underground. I think he works like 250 feet underground. He works on making sewers in like the Hartford area. So he's underground where it's dark and all wet. He's got to wear like a wetsuit type thing on it. Not a wetsuit, but like rain jacket type stuff and muck boots and all that crap all day because it's just wet down there. And yeah, it doesn't seem like it's not my type of job. I would not want that. Like from my understanding, my daughter's mother, she casually always likes to just talk about money, and I always feel weird. Like, why are you so open about this? Money's usually like a private thing. So I don't know if she's just trying to show off or brag or something. I don't know, or if she's just comfortable with me. I don't really understand why she's always so open about it. But she tells me like he pulls in, I don't know, what's he make, like $13.50 a week take home, and I'm like, okay, that's pretty decent. I mean, compared to what I get take home, that's like not double my pay, but significantly more. I mean, I think per month he ends up making like $2,000 more a month than me. So I'm like, okay. I mean, maybe that's why you're trying to brag. But at the same time, like the trade-off though just is not worth it. I mean, he doesn't get any days off. Well, Sunday, whoop-dee. He gets Sundays off. He doesn't, from my understanding, he doesn't have vacation time. Like, yes, he can take any time off that he wants, but it's unpaid, which is weird because she says he has a union. I'm like, what kind of union doesn't give you vacations? Like, he's got the worst union possible. I think they just make you pay dues just so they can make money, and then they don't represent you at all. Like, I don't know what kind of union he's a part of that's that terrible. But anyways, yeah, and as far as like holidays, I think he gets like, I don't know, like I know my company does like 13 a year. So there's always like the basic ones like Christmas and stuff, and then we choose on like random ones like Columbus Day and Veterans Day and all that crap. We didn't get either of those this year, so I don't know, we ended up choosing some other random ones, I guess. Maybe like Memorial Day. Yeah, maybe that's what we did, Memorial Day. But anyhow, we get 13. Well, he gets like the super basic ones. Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's Day. Like, that's about it. So I'm like, okay, the money might be decent, but like everything else about the job sucks. The job sucks. The hours suck. It's like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't want to struggle financially anymore like I do, but I'd rather struggle than deal with that. Anyhow, that's a super long tangent. All I'm trying to get at is that, so they went to the movie a little bit later because he had to work, so they were waiting for him to get home first. So he got home, and then apparently they just went straight out, got dinner first, and then they caught like the 7:15 showing. And then, yeah, when they left the theater, she texted me. It was like 9 o'clock. She said, we're leaving now. So Morgan got here at like 9:45-ish, 9:50, somewhere in that range. And then, yeah, we ended up watching a movie too. I put on the Ratchet and Clank movie. So we didn't go to bed till late, but I figured whatever. Saturdays don't really matter because there's no school or anything. And we're just home, relaxing, watching a movie. I don't feel like it's that big a deal. Like, it might seem irresponsible-ish is what I'm trying to defend against, but it's like, we're just here. Who cares? You know, she's got all morning to sleep in on Sunday if she wants. There's no pressure, so... And that's what happened on Sunday. She slept until, like, noon. She doesn't do that very often. But, yeah. I actually had to wake her up because I ended up making plans with a friend to go to a Chinese buffet, which... I was planning for it to be like anywhere between 11 and noon, like a lunchtime type thing. And they got back to me like, oh yeah, we can do this at like 4 p.m. if you want. I was like, oh, you want this to be a dinner thing? I guess that works, because she was still sleeping. So I'm like, whatever, I guess that works. And then they were like, oh, you want it to be a lunch thing? Yeah, I can do that. And then I'm like, hold on, what's happening right now? Are we doing lunch or are we doing dinner? So it ended up being lunch. So I had to wake her up, which was weird, waking her up at noon, and then she's like kind of groggy, and it was just a weird experience. Like, like she was acting like how I get her up in the morning for school, but it was 12 in the afternoon. It was just weird. But anyhow, after that we went to the buffet, and then when we were there, she was I don't know, she was one thing she said that stuck out because it was kind of, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for, cute, silly, a good observation, I don't know. But she says, I like coming to this place because you don't have to wait for your food. You sit and then you can just start eating right away. Because, you know, it's a buffet. Everything's ready to go. They sit you, you place your drink order, and then go up, get a plate, and go to town. So anyways, she only got, you know, boring stuff like always. Just a plate of fried rice and some fries. I don't know who goes to a Chinese buffet for fries, but okay. I don't want to tease her about it too much because enough people tease her, and it's just, I get it. It's silly that to get fries at a Chinese place, but at the same time they do offer it, so whatever. If that's what she wants to get, then that's what she'll get. So anyways, after that, then she didn't finish it. She's like, oh, I'm full, and I was like, are you getting a dessert? I'm so full I could vomit. And then like 2 minutes later, I said, I was joking, because she said she was so full and wanted to vomit. I was like, you going to get a dessert now? She's like, yeah, okay. And I'm like, I thought you were so full. And she was like, I am, but I'll make it work. I'm like, okay. I don't understand how you're so deathly full. How is this going to work here? How wide do I have this one? Dang it. I have a plan, but it's not going to work too well. How high is this actually? Anyhow, yeah, so she ended up getting some ice cream, and then I don't think she even really finished that. But then we got the fortune cookies, and I don't want to eat mine, and my friend doesn't want to eat hers either, because who cares about fortune cookies? But my daughter wanted to eat hers, and then she's like making fun of us because we weren't eating ours. And hold on a minute, I might have to cut all this and start over. But anyways, yeah, but I'm like, okay, you're making fun of us because we didn't eat our fortune cookies, but you didn't eat all your food. And she says, but I'm full. I'm like, well, how full can you be if you're gonna eat your fortune cookie and make fun of us for not eating ours? Kind of oxymoronical. Anyhow, after the buffet, I said to my friend, what are you doing after this? If they're just going home or what? And she was like, I gotta go to the store for something real quick. Walmart. So I was like, oh, that's cool, because I was gonna ask you if you wanted to go to Walmart with us, because I had to get some stuff too. So that kind of worked out. So, yeah, we ended up going to Walmart. I got my little list of things, which just included cat food. I noticed that my cat was getting pretty low on food. I gave her like the last of her hard, so I had to get her some more hard. And she likes her dang moist food like any animal, so I got her some more of those. The only ones that she likes. She's so picky. She's spoiled now by me because I get her the crap she wants. Dang it, I gotta be out here. Okay, so I am way off. Ugh. Dang it. Man, I gotta deal with this water. That's annoying. Anyhow, so, oh, dang it. So yeah, so I got that, and then I got some milk, and I got some butter, so then I can make like macaroni and cheese or eggs or something. And I also got some eggnog just for fun. My daughter likes it, so I just got that. I say for fun because everything else was serious besides the eggnog. It was cat food, milk, butter. I think that's it, right? Yeah. And then eggnog. But anyhow, after that, we went home and We ended up, well, I went I went to the bathroom, and then we watched a little bit of TikTok, nothing too crazy, about an half hour or so, 20 minutes. And then I was like, okay, I don't want to watch TikTok all day. This feels like a waste of time. So what do you want to do? So we ended up just playing this for several hours until, like, well, not until, we played until the whole time until she had to take her shower. But anyways, around 7 o'clock, I wasn't feeling too hungry, but I wanted to make sure she wasn't hungry. So I was like, are you hungry? And she says, a little. That's her answer I always get. A little. Well, what the heck's that mean? It means I'm not really hungry, but if you gave me food, I'd eat it. Okay, then what do you want? I don't know, anything. If you get whatever you give me, as long as I like it, I'll eat it. So I ended up making her some macaroni and cheese with the butter and all that crap that I just bought. And then, yeah, it was time for her shower, and then she had to, something else I got a budget time for her now. She has some foot cream because she's been having a weird condition going on with her toes. Her feet, her skin's like peeling off on the toes. It's weird. So she went to the doctor's on Friday, was able to get the medicine on Saturday, and then, yeah, she's supposed to apply it twice a day, I guess. Once in the morning and once at night. So, yeah, the night that she slept over with me, Saturday night, she put it on, and then today Sunday, after her shower, she put that on. But anyhow, I usually budget time with, knowing what I need for her to have time to brush her teeth and for her to have time to take a shower. Now I'm like, oh great, I gotta budget in cream time too. Only because, she's a kid, so it takes her a little bit longer than it probably would an adult. And then, like, she sits there for a minute like it's gonna dry or something, and I don't know. But, and then after that, she I feel like she uses way too much, so then she's gotta wash her hands because there's obviously extra. So anyhow, yeah. So that was the Sunday. Oh yeah, another thing that happened too on the Sunday, while I'm talking about Sunday, is I hate this lagging crap. Anyhow, is on the way back, so the highway that I take, the on-ramp, there is a YMCA that they recently built. Well, I say recently, it's been there for several years now, actually. Geez, probably 5 years, 6 years, maybe even more. But anyways, is this lagging again? No, it's just not even responding. That's even better. But anyways, there was a car that was pulled over on the side of the road, and they were just kind of sitting there. And it was weird because it looked like they just pulled over, sort of like they were still rolling, and then like I could see like a light in their driver's side window, like it was their cell phone. And I'm like, great, what is this dickhead doing? And the first place that my mind goes to is that somebody up to no good. Maybe I've seen too many like crime documentaries about people setting stuff up in the road, pretending they need help, and then they ambush you. I don't know, but that's where my head always goes. So I'm like, what is this weirdo up to? Because I mean, it's pushing 9 at night at this time, so it's pretty dark out now with daylight savings being over and all that. So I'm like, what is this idiot up to? And then out of nowhere, I hit something. I don't know what the heck it was, but it was a huge thunk. Huge. Probably the biggest I've ever experienced in my entire life. I mean, between my cars or my parents or anybody. And I was like, what in the heck was that? So then I think, okay, that must be what that car was doing. They must have saw whatever it was, and they stopped to, I don't know, investigate it or something. But I didn't see anything. But it's like there's two reasons why I didn't see anything. One, because my headlights suck. My headlights are trash. I mean, I have a friend that if we're going to be driving at night, they don't want me to drive because my lights suck so much, and they get nervous that they would rather drive because their lights are better. But, like, my lights really are garbage. I hate them. Half the time I'm confused if my lights are even on or not. Like, I'll pull over, not really pull over, but like if I'm somewhere, like say I get home and I park in my driveway, I'll hop out of my car just to look and see, are my lights actually on? Have I been driving with my lights off the whole time? I didn't realize. Like, they're terrible. And actually, there is a lawsuit, an open lawsuit right now against the against the manufacturer. So now I have a piece of crap Nissan Altima, I think a 2015 model. I say a piece of crap because if you pay attention to my T4Cast, I talk about how I used to have a Cadillac. And compared to my Cadillac, this thing is a basic piece of trash. My Cadillac had leather seats, heated front and rear seats, cooled front seats, heated steering wheel, heated side mirrors. It had auto tinting side and rear view mirrors, a stock remote starter, a stock very good Bose system. Everything was an upgrade over this stupid car I have now. Now I have cloth seats, no heated anything. I don't have a remote start. Wow, I came out stupid. A remote start anymore. The only upgrades, if you will, is this car has Bluetooth capability, and it has a backup camera. But I feel like what my Cadillac had was just as good, if not better. It just had the boop 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 stuff, front and rear though. This car has nothing for the front, and it just has a backup camera, which half the time I can't even really tell what's going on in the camera. I don't know how close I am to anything. I like the beeps better, because the beeps told me how close I was to something. Once there was 3 beeps, I knew, okay, I'm pretty close now. The camera, I can't tell. I'm like, am I close? I look close, but I don't know. But anyways, yeah. There is an open lawsuit. You can look it up. It's for the headlights. I guess the claim is that Nissan's globes have a laminate that fades out. How do they phrase it? I don't know. There's a laminate on the bulbs that peels off easily or burns off or something over time, which then reduces the reflectivity of the lights. And I'm like, holy crap, I don't know if that's the problem that my car has, but I do know that my lights suck, and if this lawsuit can help me have better lights, then I'm all for it. Because, like, I'm not a huge fan of driving at night to begin with, but it's even worse now when you can barely see. Well, I mean, my highs work perfectly fine, but I can't be driving around with my highs on, blinding everybody and being a dickhead without trying to be a dickhead. I'm just trying to see. But when my lows are on, it's like they're off. So I don't know if this lawsuit's any good for me. I'm going to fill out the paper they sent me in the mail. And if this helps me, then sweet. But anyhow, so that's the first thing. My lights suck. So I didn't even see anything in the road at all. I mean, I can barely see the road as it is. Never mind see something in my path. But the second thing is, that car parked on the side of the road was distracting me as well. Like I said, they were kind of suspicious seeming. It was making me, I don't want to say nervous, but like kind of wary. Plus I'm thinking they were still rolling a little, like I said. So then I'm like, what are they going to do? Are they going to try to cut me off and get on the highway before me? Are they going to carry on and go to the YMCA? Like, what is this car doing? Are they going to come to a full stop? So I'm paying attention to them so we don't get into an accident. And then and I'm like, what the heck was that? Even my daughter, she's like, what was that? And I'm like, I don't know. So then I was nervous, like, is there any damage? So far, it doesn't seem like anything happened. So I don't want to jinx myself, but everything seems okay for now. I also, so when I go back home, I go the same way. I take back roads, but I end up by that on-ramp. So I, like, went slow. There was no cars around. So I went slow, and I had my highs on, and I was investigating the area, and I didn't see any blood or anything, so I'm like, okay, I didn't hit an animal at least, because that's the first thing I thought was maybe it was a turtle in the road. Something that would be big and slow, so that's why it's hanging out in the road. So I'm like, maybe I accidentally killed the turtle, but there was nothing. There was no blood. So I was thinking, even if they moved it, there might still be blood in the road. I mean, it was a violent hit, whatever it was that I hit. But there was no blood, so I'm like, okay, maybe it wasn't an animal. Maybe it was just some kind of, I don't know, trash or something that fell off of a truck or something. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, that was ridiculous. Oh yeah, and then just like as a side joke, there was when we got to her mom's, they had a hot dog on the table. And I just made a joke with her, my daughter. I said, hey, don't forget to eat your hot dog before you go to bed. And she says, yeah, I saw that, and I was wondering why there was just a random hot dog sitting here too. Anyhow, so that was that weekend. Backing up now, we are going to go to Thursday, November, what would that be? Calendar, where are you? 11th. Thursday the 11th. Hey, isn't that something? Yeah, that's Veterans Day, isn't it? So this day, my mom came over. My mom hasn't been over in a long time. Ever since she hooked up with the doofus that she's with, I never really see her anymore. Because, one, I don't want to go over there because I'm not trying to hang out with him. I'm trying to hang out with her, and he's just always there, and I don't know, I don't like it. It's weird. It's like I feel weird to go to my mom's now, but I never did before. But there's that, and then two, I mean, she don't go anywhere without him, which is kind of annoying. We used to make fun of my brother because that's how he was with his girlfriends, and now look how the tables have turned. She don't go anywhere without him. So I never get visits from her anymore, but I actually got a visit with her because he was away for his job. He was in, I actually have no idea where. I think New Jersey. I mean, he doesn't have like a fancy job. I say away for his job. That makes it sound cool. He just does like, I don't know, handyman type stuff. So the job goes wherever it needs to be. A lot of times they go to like hotels and do work there. He works with, or I guess it's for a guy, not really with. With would sound like they're partners. They're not partners. He works for a guy who somehow gets these contracts and he just travels where they need to go. He's been to Pennsylvania, he's been to New York, he's been to New Jersey. So he kind of just goes all over the place. And yeah, I think that's where he was New Jersey. So anyways, because he wasn't around, my mom actually came over, which was kind of cool. But the problem was it wasn't very long. She was only over for about an hour, because then she got a call from the guy that he works with saying that he dropped him off. He was, I hate saying this, but home. I hate saying it because at the end of the day, it's my dad's house. Like, that's not his home. He don't belong there. Ugh. But anyways, he was dropped off and he doesn't have a key, I guess, which is funny. And so yeah, my mom left so then she could let him in and stuff instead of having him just sit outside. But yeah, she also came over with my nephew because he sleeps over at her place every Thursday night. Oh, that's actually a tree there. So yeah, I told my daughter in the car on the ride, and her plan was, well, I guess I'll just get out my DS and I'll play. What is it? Kirby. She has one of the Kirby's. I forget which one it is offhand. Superstar Allies or something. I don't know. But yeah, that's her plan always when he's around, to play Kirby with him. I don't know why, it just is. So anyways, that's what happened. He came over and she quickly had the DS out. My mom was like, oh, I figured she'd have that. And then the implication I kind of had from when she said that was like she thought that my daughter just played with her DS all the time. And I didn't say anything, but she actually doesn't. In all fairness to her, she everything that she does with me. So since a DS is like a single player console, she never really plays that thing. It's once in a while she plays it. You know, if Mason's around, she plays it, or if we go somewhere, sometimes she'll bring it with her just to have something to do. But otherwise, for the most part, it just sits there. I mean, I got her well, I can't really say got her. I had it. It was an extra one of mine, but I gave her one of my 3DSs for her birthday. Her birthday was in August, and she hasn't even really played the thing yet. I mean, technically she has, but she only fools around with making, what are they, amiibo characters? She hasn't actually played any of the games that I got her. Well, I can't really say games. I only got her one 3DS game for now, which I'd like to buy her more, but she hasn't even played it yet, so I'm like, what's the point? The worst part is, it's a game that I figured she'd like. It was, I got her, what the heck's it called? Luigi's Mansion. And I got this for her because when we went to Chuck E. Cheese for her birthday, she played the Luigi's Mansion game and really liked it. Like, every time she lost, she would just restart and keep going, and she really liked it. So I was like, oh, sweet. That's where I got the birthday idea for her. I was like, I know what I can do. I can get her Luigi's Mansion and give her one of my 3DSs and boom. And she hasn't even, it's a brand new game too. I actually managed to find at GameStop. Like, 3DS games are hard to find nowadays, and I managed to find her a new copy, and she hasn't even opened it yet. It's still sitting there sealed up. I'm like, whatever, kid. I tried. In a way, I'm like, luckily I didn't get her jeez, why am I forgetting everything? A Switch Lite. Because that's what my original idea was. I was going to get her a Switch Lite. And then I figured I could get her the new Luigi's Mansion. But good thing I didn't do that. That would just be sitting there, $300 and something wasted. Like I said, at least this 3DS was just one of mine that I figured I'd give her since I don't use it anymore. But anyhow, so after my mom left, what is this? Oh, it's a tree. I thought it was like a bunny or something sitting there, a llama. So anyways, yeah, after my mom left, I made her, I asked her if she was hungry, and she was, so I made her a pizza. I mean, I didn't make her a pizza per se. It's not like I made one from scratch or whatever. It was just like a frozen pizza that I warmed up. And, oh yeah, I had some food from the day before from a restaurant. It was rice pilaf and chicken, so I finished that up. And I'm trying to think what we were doing. I think we were playing Minecraft while eating. We play this a lot. I think we were playing Minecraft while eating. And then I know we ended up watching a movie because I asked her, do you want to keep playing this or do you want to watch a movie? And she said movie. But I can't remember what we watched. Recently she's been having me choose and she chooses, and I can't remember if this was a me choose day or a her choose day. Oh, maybe it was Secret Life of Pets. Yeah, I think that's what it was. We watched Secret Life of Pets. The first one. The one that has Louis C.K. before his quote-unquote scandal. And then they replaced him with Patton Oswalt in the second one. So, yeah, that was Thursday. Now let's go back to Tuesday. So Tuesday, the 9th? So I picked her up. Unfortunately this week I didn't have any money. So normally we would go and get a drink after I pick her up, whether it's a regular drink or a Friel. She really likes to get the Friels. But I didn't have any money, unfortunately. I had too many stupid extra bills and stuff, like, car taxes and registration and nonsense like that, like things that aren't all the time every month, like a phone bills every month. These are stupid extra things. So I didn't have any money. I didn't have any money the week before, and I barely have any money this week too. It's ridiculous. But anyhow, so we weren't able to go get a drink, so we just went home. I'm trying to think what we ate. I remember we watched a movie. We watched Meet the Robinsons. What the heck? Did she have homework? She probably had homework that she had to do first, actually, because I'm thinking when Meet the Robinsons ended, it was time for her to shower. So she would have did her homework, which consists of 20 minutes of reading, and then she's got to do a little log on what she read and stuff. And sometimes she has extra work too, like some math problems, like her flashcards and stuff. So multiplication and division. I don't think she had those. I think it was just the reading. But yeah, I can't remember what we ate. Obviously, it would have been something here because I didn't have money, so we for sure didn't go out. Oh yeah, that's what it was. It was cereal. We had cereal for dinner. So it started as a joke. I said, what do you want to eat? And she says, I don't know, whatever, as long as I like it. So I usually say stupid stuff. I'm like, what do you want to do? Dig around in the toilet? Ew, no. And I'm like, you want to dig around in Butch's litter box? No. Like, I'll say a lot of stupid things. And then I said a serious stupid thing, which was funny. Want to have some Doobie-All? That's what we call cereal. And she said, yeah. So I was like, what? You really want to have cereal for breakfast? And she says, yeah. So anyways, I'm like, whatever. We'll just see what happens. So after she did her homework and stuff, and she was actually ready to eat, I said, okay, so do you seriously want to have cereal, or do you want to have something normal for dinner? And she says, what's wrong with cereal? I want to have cereal. And I said, okay, it just seems kind of weird, but if that's what you want. So we had cereal. I think we both had something different. She might have had Trix, and I had Cocoa Pebbles. But yeah, that was our stupid dinner. Which, I forgot about this too. The funny part was when I picked her up on Thursday, her mom was eating cereal for dinner. So her mom has been going to bed super early because she's been having to go to work super early. So like she goes to bed at like 6:30. Because she has to get up at like 1, so she can be at work for 2. So, yeah, I knew that what she was eating would have been her dinner, and that's probably why she was making, just having cereal, because it's quick and easy. But, yeah, so I made a joke about that. And I said, did you tell Mama that we had cereal for for dinner? And she says, no. And I said, so she was just having cereal just by chance? And she says, I guess. Dang it, I'm going to have to make a little step up over here to get around this stupid water. It's kind of annoying. Holy crap, I got like 9,000 miles to go still. Oh my word. Anyways, let's put this step up here. Good. Anyways, so, yeah. So, that basically was Tuesday. We watched Meet the Robinsons. We had cereal. She did her homework, and then it was shower and back to her mom's. Tuesdays suck. Like, it's not that Tuesdays suck per se. I like all my time with her, but they just suck because it's so quick. It's like, especially when there's school, it's just so quick. You do your homework, time to eat, and oh man, we gotta get going already. Hate it. Thursdays used to be awesome, but now Thursdays mildly suck too because I have to get up super early with her because of a situation with the sitter. So I gotta get up super early with her on on Fridays. So like those aren't even that good anymore either now. We gotta go to bed super early and hate it. Come on, stop. But anyways, yeah, what's gonna be even worse now too is her mom signed her up for basketball. And when is the practice? On Tuesdays at 6. I'm like, what in the heck am I gonna do? Tuesdays at 6? So now I'm gonna pick her up and have to like hang around for a little bit. For like an hour. What are we gonna do? Go to Target every Tuesday and just walk around or something? I don't even know. And then by the time we get out of there, then we go home, I give her shower, and then basically I gotta come back and bring her back to her mom's. It's like, what the... And like I said this kind of just casually like, that sucks, blah, blah, just in text. And her mom's like, yeah, well, that's what happens with sports. But I'm like, you're missing the point. Like, she doesn't need to do this crap. I'm not saying my daughter's not athletic, but like, that's not what she's into. She's into art. She likes to do arts and crafts and stuff. She's not a sports person. She don't care about sports. She's like me when it comes to sports. I don't mind playing it with friends and family, but like, I don't want to do it on a team. I don't care enough about that. And it's just like, this is annoying because now it interferes with me. And what sucks too now is her games are on Friday. So I'm like, what am I supposed to do about this? Before it was easy on Saturday. It was Saturday. Who cares? I don't have anything to do. If it's my weekend, whatever, I can take her to the game. Whoops, what am I doing? And if it wasn't my weekend, cool. I got to see her for like a bonus to go to her game. Now on Fridays, it's like, okay, so technically I never have her on Fridays. So I guess every time could be a bonus if I go see her at her game. But it's like, I usually have dinner plans with a friend. So now what's going to happen? We're not doing that anymore for this season or something? Or because she wants to sign her up for stupid basketball? I don't know. It's like, I'm not trying to complain, but it's just, it's not something I know that she's passionate about. Like, if she signed her up for some kind of like art training, then yeah, that would be cool. I'd be like, oh, she's going to love this. But that's not what it is. It's just some stupid sports that she don't care about. She's been through 9 billion activities in her life so far. She's done horseback riding, gymnastics, soccer, now basketball. I feel like there's one other one that I'm forgetting too. Maybe that's it. Has that really been it? I don't know. But then there was also talk about karate, and it was like, I don't know what's going on with that. It was supposed to be this year. It seems to have not happened. So I don't know. Maybe she changed her mind. Doesn't want to do karate now. I don't know. But it's just annoying. Anyhow, so that was Tuesday. Now on to Monday. There actually was something with Monday though. Monday the what, 8th? Yeah. So apparently my daughter's mother got an email from her teacher with a concern about something that she said. It wasn't like a swear or anything. It was something kind of not nice to another student, and I don't know. I feel like in the grand scheme of things, my daughter was just being stupid and was just trying to like one up everybody so she could win because she's competitive like that. Like that's the only thing about sports that she can relate to. She's competitive. She always wants to be first. She always wants to be in first. She always wants to everything like that. So, anyhow, we ended up having like a little intervention type thing with her, if you will, just to talk to her. So that was at her mom's at what time were we supposed to be there? 5:30. And yeah, we talked to her for I don't know 10-15 minutes. And then after, she wanted me to stay and hang out for a little bit, so I did. But I felt weird because, like, when James is there, I don't know, it's just weird. Like, I know he works long days, and, like, I don't live there, and I don't belong there, so I feel weird. So I only stayed until 6:30, and then I left. Obviously, I would have stayed until she had to go to bed, but, like I said, it's just kind of weird. And I didn't want to be, like, imposing and stuff, so I just left at 6:30. But yeah, that was something on Monday that I had to deal with. I mean, luckily it went a lot better than I thought it was going to, because at first I was kind of nervous about how it would turn out, but it ended up being fine. Like I said, I feel like at the end of the day, my daughter was just trying to be like, I don't know, one up. Like, I need to win, so I gotta say something stupid so then I can outdo everyone else. But, yeah. So that's that. Now on to my last weekend with her. So that would be Sunday, November, 7th? Yep, the 7th and the 6th. So even though I'm trying to do this backwards, I think I'll do it forwards from Saturday and then go to Sunday. So Saturday the 6th? Yeah, Saturday the 6th. So let's think about this. It was only last weekend. I don't know why I can't remember anything. This is annoying. Well, I know I didn't have any money, so I know we didn't do anything, unfortunately. Oh, okay, that's what it was. So I had to watch the kids. They both had work. Her mom and stepdad had work. So usually that doesn't happen. Usually only he has work. But this weekend she did too. So I had to go over there to babysit them, which is fine, whatever, it's easy. They basically handle themselves. I don't really have to do anything other than just be an adult there. We actually ended up not having to stay too long either. I guess my daughter's mother's machine that she usually uses wasn't working. And since it's the weekend, they don't have their full maintenance staff. So the guy that was there, he don't really know what he's doing because he's kind of new. So she got to leave because her machine wasn't working. So it was kind of a waste of her time to go to work and a waste of my time to have to watch the kids. Because she was literally there for like 2 hours and did nothing because her machine wasn't working. But anyhow, I had brought over some donuts for us. And I brought... Actually, that was it, just donuts. Apparently, neither of them had eaten yet, which was actually convenient. I wasn't sure what the status was going to be on that. But neither of them ate, so that was good. And then it was funny because around lunchtime, my daughter was getting ready to make some shrimp ramen for them. And I'm in the other room just dicking off on my phone. I was in like the living room, and they're obviously in the kitchen so they can make some ramen. And then I hear him, her brother, her half-brother, "Mom's home," and I'm thinking, what? Because I wasn't expecting her until at least about 2:30, 3 o'clock. Not 10:50 or whatever it was, 11 o'clock, somewhere in that range. And sure enough, I hear someone at the door, because I lock the door. Apparently, they leave the door unlocked all the time, which seems kind of unsafe. But I hear her, and then one of them goes and unlocks it, and she's, "Why is the door locked?" And then I think my daughter said, "My dad did that." Man, and I was like, "Oh, that's weird." And then that's when I found out that her machine wasn't working, and that's why she's home. But yeah, so nobody had any shrimp ramen. And actually what happened too, is her mom brought Burger King. So my daughter had nuggets and all the other, jeez, everyone else had a burger. I had a couple of no, actually I had a rodeo and some double cheeseburgers. I guess there was another burger she said I could have because she wasn't gonna eat it, but I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna. That's weird. I didn't ask for this stuff in the first place. I don't want to dig in casually. I don't know. I just felt weird. So, anyways, that handled lunch for us though, and then we left. I almost feel like I had to go to the bank, but I don't really have any reason to go to the bank anymore. Since I basically watch the kids now, there's no daycare anymore, so I don't have daycare to worry about. So, what did we do? I know after I went to Dunkin's, I didn't have any money left, so I almost feel like we went to Walmart, but I don't know what for. I don't think I had any money. I'm pretty sure going to Dunkin's took all my extra money. Well, I can't fully remember what we did, but I know it wasn't too much. I mean, for the most part, it would have been we came home and did this, and maybe watched some movies, and that would be about it. What did we eat? I know we would have done something for dinner. Again, I didn't have much money, so I know we didn't go out. A lot of times I like to go out and get Chinese with her on Saturdays. Get Chinese and then bring it home and watch a movie, but I didn't have money, so I know that didn't happen. I don't know. I guess that's about all I remember. I know not much happened, so even though I can't fully remember, I know we're not missing out on any details because there's not much to talk about. Then as far as Sunday goes, Sunday was a pretty boring day too. Wait, was it this week? Sunday. No, this would have been the previous week that I had her. I think. Yeah. Right? Yeah. So what did we do Sunday? Oh, okay, yeah. So Sunday, how did it start? Jeez, I don't remember. I don't remember what time she got up at. I don't remember what time I got up at. All I remember is later in the day, we went and met my friend up at Friendly's for dinner. And the bill ended up being pretty expensive, which kind of was ridiculous. I think it was like $60 something, which just seems very steep for Friendly's. I mean, Friendly's, technically it's a sit-down restaurant, but it's like lower class of sit-down restaurants. You know what I mean? Like if we were to use the socioeconomic standards of class, it's like fast food places are lower class. They're like lower, and lower middle class. And then like regular people sit down restaurants like Applebee's and Chili's and all that, that's middle class. And then like, those fancy restaurants that you see in New York and stuff, those are upper class. Well, Friendly's is like lower middle class. Like it's just barely a step up from fast food. And so to be dropping $60 there was like, jeez. And that's the other thing too about Friendly's. Like I like their food and I like their ice cream, but they are so unfilling. Their portions are small and their prices are way too high for what they give you. It's kind of like Cracker Barrel. I feel the same way about Cracker Barrel. I always made up a joke about their slogan, which would be "Come here hungry, leave hungrier." Because I feel like every time I've ever gone to Cracker Barrel, I don't leave feeling content at all. Like I want to go somewhere else and get something to eat. The Cracker Barrel I go to has a Wendy's slightly down the street, I think. And I always want to make a pit stop after I eat at Cracker Barrel because I'm not content. I'm still kind of hungry. And the same happens at Friendly's. There's a Burger King across the street. And every time I eat at Friendly's, I want to go to Burger King and get a couple burgers. Even though I just dropped $60. It never happens. I don't do it, but I just feel that way because it's just dissatisfying. But anyhow, that's what we did. And, yeah, I don't know what else we did. It wouldn't have been too much, though. It would have just largely... Oh, yeah, actually, I remember a little bit. I don't know if this was on Saturday or on Sunday, but we played Uno Flip. So if you've never heard of this game, it's a game where it's regular Uno on one side, and on the other side, it's like dark side Uno, if you will. They got different cards, different, I want to call them attacks, but like skip and reverse, you could call those attacks. Well, there's more severe ones on the other side, so like the skip becomes skip all. I mean, when you're playing two-player, it makes no difference, but if you're playing with a group, then skip all means everybody skips, so it's your turn again, basically. And like draw twos become draw fives and stuff like that. So we played that a few rounds. I spiced it up. I think you're supposed to start with 7 cards, right? Well, I ended up spicing up, so we both started with like 40 cards. Because when you play 2-player with just 7 cards, you breeze right through the game. It's over in 2 minutes. But if you start with 40 cards, then it takes a little bit. I mean, we ended up getting through the entire deck. Plus, I took the discard pile, flipped it over, and we just kept going that way. It made the game a lot longer. So, we did that a few rounds. Actually, more than a few rounds. I think we played that like 4 rounds. We played for a solid hour at least. Like I said, I don't remember if that was Sunday or Saturday we did that though. I'm thinking Sunday probably. Hey, speaking of Sunday, what do we do in the morning? What do we do for breakfast? Well, we would have just done cereal. She had her tricks and I had the Cocoa Pebbles. But what did we watch for a movie? I think we watched... Oh, that alien movie. What the heck is it? Escape from Planet 51, I think? No, that's the one... Yeah. Just Planet 51, that's what it is. Plain old Planet 51. The one when the human goes to the aliens planet, not the one where the aliens come to our planet. I think that's Escape from Planet Earth or something. We watched the one when the human, voiced by Rock, goes to the alien planet that's all like 50s themed. And then what did we watch Saturday night? We might have watched Free Guy on Saturday night. Which my daughter actually said she liked that, which was cool because, I mean, she is getting older, so I guess she's getting to the point where she likes real people movies. But for the longest time, she never cared about real people movies. So it's kind of cool that she liked Free Guy. I mean, Free Guy is a good movie. If you haven't seen it, check it out. But it's just cool that she thought the same. And even now, like, Walmart still has their Free Guy display up, and when she sees it, she's like, oh, I liked that movie. And I'm like, hey, if you ever want to watch it again, I'm down. Not like I don't like watching the kid movies with her, because I always see it as that's my time to watch those. There's some that I do want to watch, and I'm like, nope, gotta save it for when I'm with her. But still, I mean, if you want to watch an adult movie, so to speak, I'm down. Anyhow, I'm pretty sure at this point that's basically our weekend. Now, going back further, not sure if I'll be able to remember this far. Now we are on, what, Thursday the 4th? Alright, so what do we do on Thursday the 4th? I know I have some of these caught up on Rizzle too, but I don't even remember which week I'm at that I'm caught up. So I don't know what I did Thursday. Don't know what I did Tuesday. I hope I have those on Rizzle. Because, I don't know. November 2nd? I don't know what we did. Let's see. What's before that? What? 31, 30, 29, 28. Thursday, October 28? I can't remember that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to remember anything else. I know there's bits and pieces, but geez, now that I've been talking for 53 minutes, those bits and pieces are kind of melding together and fading away. So, I'm trying to remember. We went to... Oh, that was with... Okay, never mind. I was going to say we went to Let There Be Venom, but that was with Mason. Or Let There Be Carnage, I mean, but that was with Mason, so I'm not going to talk about that. Yeah, so I guess the only thing left I could talk about that I can remember is Thursday, October 21st? Hold on, where's my calendar? Let's see, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 29, 4, 23, 22, 21. Yeah, Thursday the 21st. So there's a restaurant called Wright's Chicken Farm. If you're not from the Northeast area, or just Rhode Island or Connecticut or Mass, you probably don't know anything about this restaurant. So what it is it's kind of like a buffet, only A, they serve you, and B, it's very limited selections. It's just pasta, well, it's shells with their sauce, salad with their signature dressing, fries, and then you choose a meat, which most people get the chicken, but they also offer steak. Now, I know that might sound boring, that there's only 4 options, but it works because it's all really good. Their salad that uses their homemade dressing, which is super good dressing. It's like a vinaigrette, but I don't know. You just gotta have it. It just coats the vegetables, and it's good. Same as their pasta. It's just perfectly cooked, and the sauce just works, and it's awesome. And the fries are just fries, but then they have their homemade vinegar, and put some of that on there, and some ketchup. Well, I don't use ketchup. It's just vinegar I use. But you put on a little Parmesan cheese too, and they're awesome. So it sounds boring, but trust me, it's good, and they're always packed. I mean, COVID makes it a little bit easier. You're not waiting, but before COVID, you'd be waiting in like a literal wait list, and they have like a huge lobby for people to wait in, because that's how bad it is, the wait times usually. So anyways, I wanted to go there for my mom's birthday, and what is this over here? This looks like it's something that somebody made. That's cool. And I say I wanted to, but we did. It's not like we didn't. How many more miles do I have? Oh, good. I'm getting there. But anyways, what ended up happening... Oh, hold on. Let me back up just a smidge. So it was going to be me, my mom, her friend, my daughter, my friend, and my nephew. So originally the plan was supposed to be that I was going to take the kids and my friend was going to take the adults. Well, my mom decided to change it up and we'll put the boys together with the girls together. So my friend drove my mom, herself, and my daughter. And I got stuck with Doug and Mason. So anyways, on the way there, we ended up getting mildly lost. Not because we got lost. It's super easy to get to. It's basically straight the whole time. But they had some kind of road work going on, some detour, and that's what screwed everything up. First off, I don't know the area that well. I know the basic area of how to beeline it straight there from point A to point B. I don't know any side roads or any of that nonsense. I don't go exploring. Oh, and I keep saying I because I was the one in front. I was the leader, if you will, and my friend was following me. Even though she had my mom, when my mom knows where to go, but still, I was the leader. So, yeah, they had a detour, and they don't have proper signage. Like, they have signs that very vaguely are just saying detour. There's no direction, though. There's no sense of where you're supposed to go. It's like it's more implied, like you should just know where to go. Well, I don't know where to go. I know where to go normally, but I don't know where to go with a detour. Oh, this stupid thing, come on. So anyways, yeah, we ended up getting ridiculously lost. Like, I knew we were lost too. We were driving forever on this road. And I was trying to find, like, a good area to just turn around. But there was no, like, there was no side streets. There was no clear openings anywhere. Like, you know how sometimes there'll be, like, I don't know, like a little gully on the side of the road that cars kind of unofficially make so they can pull over? There was none of that. There was nothing. And I'm just like, what the heck? Wow. And finally, there was like this huge abandoned parking lot, and I pull in there, and I'm like, it's about time I can turn around. So yeah, I turn around, and then, what happened? I think, what did I do? Did I put it in the GPS? Yeah, I think I put it in the GPS. So, yeah, so the first place that I chose, apparently there's 2 Wrights. There's the Wright's Chicken Farm and there's the Wright's Bakery. Well, when I saw Wright's, I didn't pay attention that the one I was choosing was the bakery. I just saw Wright's and thought, okay, yep, that's the right place. And I go there, and then I'm like, where in the heck are we? Like, it brings me somewhere weird, and I'm like, And of course, I don't know where I am. The driveway's kind of tight. Now there's cars behind me because those people know where they are and what they want, and they want to go to the bakery. And I'm just like, what the heck? So then I'm trying to put my hazards on and be like, yep, just go around me. I need to turn around. And, fiasco for no reason. So then I re-figure out which one I need to go to. Pop the coordinates in and we start going. And then I finally recognize where we are. So what has happened is I used to work out there near this restaurant. And I had explored a little bit when I worked out there just to try to find like places I could get lunch at, Burger King or whatever. So anyways, we finally got on this main road and I'm looking and it's familiar. I'm like, wait a minute, I think I know where I am now. And sure enough, I knew exactly where we were because there's this red building. I don't know what the road's name is, but there's a red building, or house I should say. And I know that the road right next to it is the road that led to my job. So I see that house and I'm like, okay, finally, I know where I am now. And, yeah, we were able to get back. But, man, that was a pain in the butt to get to that point. Alright, I don't want to cut down all these trees. So I gotta figure out something with this path. But yeah, so that was just a pain in the butt. Hold on. So, yeah, I was able to finally find it, and, like, it was good to find it, but, geez, it was such a process to get there. And I'm like, if they were doing this dumb road work, we would have been here so much sooner. Because I wouldn't have gotten lost, and we would have been here in no time. We'd be eating now instead of just pulling in. Ugh. Anyhow, then it was kind of funny because while we were there, there was the guy that was our waiter. I don't know if he was gay or what. Maybe he was, but Doug's over there like semi-flirting with him, not intentionally. Like he's just asking him dumb questions. But you know, the waiter guy, if he was gay, he was giving off vibes that he was like possibly interested. Like, ooh, this guy's giving me attention, asking me these questions, and it was just funny because then my mom's teasing him. So then. At first, Doug, like, didn't like that we were making jokes saying that he was flirting with the guy. But then, like, he kind of embraced it, and then he's, like, asking the guy questions on purpose. And it was like, what are you doing? What if this guy is gay? Now you're, like, leading him on. So anyway, yeah, then after that, oh yeah, when was that? I mean, it's up on here. I was just going to say the weekend that we went to the zoo. I have the videos up here. But that actually was that same weekend. The 23rd. Yeah. Saturday the 23rd we went to the zoo. Because I was also for my mom's birthday. Which that's all, like I said, already up here. You can check out those videos. I don't really need to describe it. I mean, afterwards we went to a pizza place. And then that was it. Then I brought them back home. But, what else happened though? Oh yeah, there was some mail for me, some junk mail at my mom's. Anything that goes to my mom's that's addressed to me obviously is junk. If they don't know that I haven't lived there for 6 years now, then that's clearly not important. So anyways, she gives it to me anyways because my name is on it. And then it was funny because I get to my apartment and there's the same exact piece of crap mail in my mailbox. Only instead of being addressed to me, it just says something like to our friends at and then my address. And it was like, you know, the irony here. I don't need this crap, and I have 2 of them now. So I sent her a picture. Like, hey, look what I got. But anyways, back to that Thursday. So that really was it. I don't remember anything else. If we got home and watched a movie, I would assume we probably did, but I don't remember what. Yeah, so that was that Thursday. I think for the most part now, I'm done. Kind of caught up. I don't remember any other days. I remember, like I said, snippets of days. Like, I feel like, oh, dang it. I feel like I know what happened on. Sunday the 24th, but I don't remember strongly enough to be able to talk about it. Like, I think that's the day that my daughter got up late, like noon, and then just kind of watched TikTok until about 3. And then we left. Oh no, probably about 4 actually. Then we left to go to Walmart to pick up some. What did we get? Some cookies, some bread, and something else. And then yeah, we went over to a friend's. Well, my mom went there too. So it was my mom, Doug, me, and my daughter went over to a friend's for dinner. And then we kind of just hung out for a little bit. My mom dipped out a little earlier, so then I kind of hung out. Well, my daughter and I hung out with them until about, 8, I think? Yeah. And then we had to leave, so that way then I could come back and give her shower and such, and then get back to her mom's. But I don't even know if that was the 24th, Sunday the 24th. I think it was, though. Not entirely sure. Anyhow, I think I'm caught up. Hopefully this crap doesn't keep happening, though. Tomorrow's Tuesday, so I'm going to have her. And my plan is to do my Rizzle after she gets back after I get back from dropping her off. That way then I'm not going to be behind. If I just keep up on it, then obviously there's no problem. But it's just, that's the problem, is keeping up on it. Anyways, I highly doubt anybody has listened to this, and definitely not this far, between my boring video of me making a bridge and my boring monotone talking and kind of jumping all over the place too. I don't think anybody has any interest, but if you did, hey, thanks a bunch. At least I didn't make this for absolutely nothing. And until whatever comes next, I said see ya.